Hello everyone, this is a tutorial to help you learn to use the New Believers Hymnbook app. This also applies to the Favorite Hymns app or the Believers Hymnbook Plus app. At the bottom you can see a navigation area with icons. If I turn the screen, I will get labels for each of those icons. First we want to change the color theme. I am doing this in the evening, and so the default is dark. But I'm going to choose the cog little gear at the bottom in the navigation area, and then I am going to choose color theme in the center there, and then I'm going to choose blue on white. Then to back out of this, I can just select in the white area. Okay, now that we have the colors the way we want them, I want to remove those notes that are there, and also you can see that pencil icon, and there's some other general notes down here. I'm just going to clean up our view a bit, so let's go back to the settings button, and then I'm going to turn off show text notes, and then I'll go back to the settings button, and I will go to tune options, and then I will go to first line melody and toggle that off. And hit the left arrow or the area in white, and I am back to the main screen. One other thing that we might want to do is take a look at the font size and make that a little bigger or smaller depending on your need. So I'm going to go into font size, and I can change this back to 100%. All right. Now let's look at selecting a hymnal. Let's say you didn't necessarily want the New Believers Hymnbook. You wanted a different one. Down at the bottom in the navigation area, there is a book icon. If you select that, you can see all the different hymnals that are available to us, but I'm going to leave it right now at the New Believers Hymnbook app. Okay, once you have the hymnal that you want to use, we're going to locate a particular hymn. So you can easily swipe to the next hymn if I want to go from 1 to 2. So swipe right, and that brings up the second hymn, and I can swipe left, and it will take me back to number 1. Another way to locate a hymn is to use the keypad at the bottom. You can see that the keypad is turned on right now. You have the numbers available to you. So I can just type in the number 45, and here we have Behold a Spotless Victim Dies. I can press the back button, the X in the keypad, and it will erase what was there, and then I can select number 1, and it will go back to number 1. Then I can go to the index at the bottom. It is the third icon from the left, and you will see the history at the top of what I have viewed so far. Now I'm going to go back to the home button, the second from the left icon, and I'm back to being able to view the hymn. So we have used the keypad now, but let's say we want to search for a hymn by keyword. So I'm going to go back up to the top. I'm going to press the X, and now I can enter something. So I'm just going to enter grace, and it will search for every hymn that has grace in it. Now let's say there's quite a few here, so I am going to limit my search results by clicking the the gear icon next to Grace, that settings button, and I'm going to limit my results to just lyrics. So I'll turn off tunes and I'll turn off authors. Now I can exit back out and select inside again, and it will automatically look now for just those lyrics that have Grace. One of those again is number 1, so I can select whichever one I want. I can choose number 3, for instance, and it will take me to number 3. So now that we know how to search for a phrase, we can also browse hymns by using the slider. The slider is currently hidden, but if I select the magnifying glass in the navigation area, navigation menu, that will turn off the keypad, and now I can use the slider to search for a hymn. So I'll just slide, and as I slide, you can see that I can see the different hymns that I'm going through and their lyrics. So you can search for a hymn that way. And another way to look for a hymn, perhaps you want to look by alphabetical order, by first line. So we'd go to the index once more, the third icon from the left in the navigation bar. And now we have, we can go by alphabetical first line. So if I press C, I get all of the C's. I can look in numerical order instead of alphabetical order by pressing numerical order button. And then if I want to see all of them again, I would go press the A to Z button. I can toggle that back off by pressing numerical order. All right, in the New Believers hymn book, all of the hymns are in alphabetical order already, so that button will not make much difference. I can also look at a category of hymn by clicking all categories, and then I can choose a category, Divine Love, and then I have all of the hymns relating to Divine Love. Let's go back to home again then. And now that we're here, let's set a favorite. Let's say I want to keep this hymn as a favorite for later. I can click the star or tap the star at the top, and that will set it as a favorite. I can also go back to the index. You will see that the 1 is favorited, and I can also favorite more from the index, as many as I'd like. So let's favorite a few more. Now that I have them favorited, I can go to the navigation bar at the bottom and choose the star in the center, and it will give me only those ones that I favorited, and then I can choose one of them to view the lyrics. So I'll choose number 1, and here I am back to hymn number 1. Now let's say we want to view the music for this as well as the lyrics. So just underneath the title are buttons that change the view. You'll see a button that has a note on it. So I'm going to click tap that. And now I have a notes view. As I read through the hymn or sing through the hymn, when I get to the bottom, I can go to verse 2 by tapping verse 2. And it takes me to the top again where I can start singing the next verse. If I want to only view the one line of the tune, so I'm only viewing the melody, I can go to the settings button and choose Tune Options and choose Melody Only. Now going back out, you'll only see the melody. Let's say you are wanting to play the hymn and hear what it sounds like. There is a play button underneath the title, and the hymn plays. I can press it again to stop. And there are some who are afraid of pressing play during a meeting, so we can actually remove that button so you don't even see it by clicking the settings button. In this case, I'm going to tap the settings button next to the play button, that gear there, and it takes me right to Tune Options. And now I can turn off the player, hide the player, the first option there. And the player goes away. Almost to the end of our tutorial. Let's go back to the lyrics view, which is the second button from the left. And if I scroll down to the bottom, there is the author of the hymn, and I'm going to tap that to view information about the author. Finally, if you have more questions about the features of this app, you can view the help section. I'm going to scroll over, pull over the bottom navigation menu, and there's a question mark at the end. If I tap that, it will give me further instructions about the use of this app. Tapping once more, I return to my hymn, and I can continue using the app. I hope you enjoy the app and that it is helpful and a blessing to you. Please reach out if you have any questions.